the National Football League.
And coming up next, it's the Jets.
And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Throwing to start the drive. Cummins. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 96 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun. Cummins. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off the play fake. Cummins. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Operating from the gun. Cummins. This is caught by Hilton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking to throw. Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Cummins on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. (3-3), a tight one after one on EA. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And out of bounds right around the 20.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 2. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Pacheco headed right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jets offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. He finds his man complete. That's Lucas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Coleman. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Cummins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Coleman escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Coleman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Back to throw. Coleman. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Lucas. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, Coleman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Cummins
looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cummins.
Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Cummins.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Operating from the gun. Cummins. He's got it to Hilton. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cummins. He goes right back the way of Hilton.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Pacheco. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Cummins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Cummins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on third down. Coleman able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
Jets have made it a one-score game again.
Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Coleman. Man open is Robinson.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.